Hello everyone, this is your weekly dose of Celeste. Recently, a server for the hardest maps cleared list was made to replace the existing Hardlist update channel in Parrot-Dash's server. This server mainly provides updates regarding changes made to the list, as well as easily allow way for players to submit any Hardlist map clears or discussing the maps on the list, such as strategies for the rooms or the placement of them on the list. Speaking of the hard list, a massive change was made to it recently, as the easiest section from the list, the 1-star tier, has been archived and moved into the legacy category. For the longest time, the map Dark Moon Ruins by Kebab and Rue has been the baseline for the hard list, meaning that for a map to have a chance of getting onto the hard list, one of the preconditions is that it needs to be agreed to be harder than Dark Moon Ruins. However, after the release of Strawberry Jam, the difficulty of Dark Moon Ruins was perceived to be much easier than what was originally thought, leading to maps that were considered to be harder than Dark Moon Ruins being rejected from the hard list. So the decision was made to archive all of 1-star after Dark Moon Ruins reached 500 clears, which ended up happening on June 21st. The new generally agreed upon baseline for the list now is that any maps that are above Grandmaster +1 difficulty have met one of the preconditions for going on the list. In terms of new modded content, there has been a recent resurgence in mappers participating in mapping weeks. Mapping weeks are where a mapper will spend a week making one map per day, totaling 7 maps over the course of that week. Mapping weeks have been quite dormant since the end of 2023, however over the past week, the mappers Above Zucchini, Boss Sauce and Summit Battling have took part in a mapping week. They all took a lot of inspiration from each other since they were all mapping over the same week, so you can definitely find some traces of each of their mapping styles in their maps. The outcome of that week was 24 extremely high quality maps, which is really impressive considering that each map was made in a single day. Also, a huge mod was recently finished after being in the works for nearly a year. Since the Spirit has been working on a campaign called Zenith's Descent since early 2023, but for a long time the map has not been available as the creator was working on a lot of new updates to the map. Due to this, the map was incredibly hyped up during the period where it was being updated, and finally on June 18th the map was finished and is now available. To say it lived up to the hype would be a severe understatement. The map consists of over 300 rooms of relatively high expert difficulty by the very end. I played this map for a bit and it has to be one of the most fun maps I've played in a long time, so I would strongly recommend that you try this out if you think you're good enough. On to new Deathless progress, large streamer and top player Vickyy has once again made some incredible progress on Strawberry Jam's pass through Pantheon Golden. Now, last time we spoke about Vickyy, he managed to pass Flag 7 3 times in a row, but on stream yesterday, Vickyy managed to pass Flag 7 3 times again, with one of these runs unfortunately dying to Flag 6. But this time, instead of 2 of the runs dying to Flags 3 and 2, Vickyy made it all the way to Flag 1, but he unfortunately died near the middle of the flag both times. Again, major shout out to Vickyy, and I highly recommend tuning into some of his streams again. And side note, I hope I'm not putting too much pressure on you. Lastly, Nins has been making some huge progress on beating the current hardest map, Deathless. Solar Purgatory by ZKB is the current hardest map in Celeste, and it consists of incredibly precise bumper gameplay combined with Theo gameplay, hence the name combining the levels Solar Express and Pinball Purgatory. Beating the first checkpoint alone is already an incredible accomplishment on its own, despite not even being comparable to the next checkpoint. But for Nins, the accomplishment was not enough. Over the past week, Nins managed to get a personal best at Room 7 on the first silver, which is doing the entire first checkpoint deathless. However, as I was editing the script to this video, Nins on stream managed to pass Room 7 again and get the first silver. From what I can tell, Nins is not going to stop there, so I would highly recommend tuning into some of their streams and watching the progress happen live. I don't quite remember that part of Reflection.
What? What? Dude, I just cheesed it so hard.
Oh, and shoutouts to Smots Gaming, by the way. Join the Discord in the description if you want to submit your clips, and as always, I'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.